Nocturnal Animals. When you love someone, you have to be careful with it. You might never get it again. Love is fragile and rare, so we must treat it with great care because once lost, it may never return. Do you ever feel like your life has turned into something you never intended? Sometimes our choices or compromises lead us to a version of life we no longer recognize as our own. My world just got a whole lot darker. One tragic event can drastically change our perception of everything around us. Revenge is a kind of wild justice. Seeking vengeance may satisfy primal urges, but it doesn't restore true justice. Sometimes I think about everything I've given up, and I wonder if it was worth it. Sacrifices in life can lead to regret if the outcomes don't align with our true desires. You didn't do anything. You never did. Failing to act can be as damaging as taking the wrong action. Inaction has consequences. Why did you stop loving me? A painful question that exposes the disintegration of a once deep emotional bond. You live your life with such abandon. You're reckless with people's feelings. Being careless with others' emotions reveals emotional immaturity or selfishness. I couldn't recognize you anymore. People change, sometimes so much that they become strangers to those who once loved them. I gave up on you. I was scared. Fear can drive people to abandon what matters most, only to regret it later. I wanted to hurt you the way you hurt me. The desire to inflict pain on someone who hurt us reflects our vulnerability and unresolved wounds. We all suffer for our choices. Every decision carries consequences, often ones we must bear for a long time. You left me when I needed you the most. Abandonment in a moment of vulnerability causes deep emotional scars. You can't just walk away from your responsibilities. Accountability is essential, and ignoring responsibilities has lasting repercussions. We all have to live with the consequences of our actions. Actions have weight, and no one can escape their impact forever. I didn't want to be like them, but I became them. Despite resistance, people often fall into the very patterns they try to escape. You were the only person who ever really understood me. True emotional connection is rare and often recognized only after it's gone. We're not the same people anymore. Time and experience can fundamentally alter who we are and how we relate to others. I waited for you. Unfulfilled hope can be more painful than open rejection. You didn't believe in me. Lack of support from a loved one can be devastating to self-worth. There's no fixing this. Some damage is irreversible, and acceptance is the only path forward. You didn't fight for us. Love requires effort and perseverance, not passive resignation. What we had was real. You just didn't see it. One person's truth can be invisible to another, especially when clouded by fear or ego. You'll regret this one day. Regret often follows decisions made out of pride or impulsivity. I kept waiting for you to change. Expecting change from others without them wanting it leads to disappointment. He was never strong enough to protect us. Strength isn't just physical, it includes moral and emotional courage. You think you've moved on, but you haven't. Buried emotions can still influence present choices and relationships. Pain can be beautiful. It reminds us we're alive. Suffering, though unwelcome, can awaken a deeper appreciation for life. You only miss something when it's gone. Appreciation often comes too late, only after loss has occurred. Some stories don't have happy endings. Not every narrative wraps up neatly. Many end with ambiguity or sorrow. You used to believe in me. Losing someone's faith in you can feel like losing part of your identity. You abandoned your own story. Giving up on your dreams or your true self is one of the deepest betrayals.